Hello guys, this is Spicy Blocks and this is a review on the Bandai Real Grade Gundam Astray Red Frame. This set is, you can see, 2015, made in Japan. Very good quality stuff. Here's the inner frame. Take a look at, it's got some very nice accessories. Here's the rest of the box. And yeah, the Gundam just fell over. Or we can just call it the mobile suit. Alright, so first off, he's got some really nice accessories, but let's talk about articulation. So he's got some really nice articulation. So let's start with the head first. We got a ball joint on the head, and we also have another joint for the neck. So it's like a double ball joint. It's really good. Give you good range of motion, and it does have these butterfly style arm joints, shoulder joints, as well as this. Let me just pop this shoulder armor off. So you got 360-degree rotation. You can actually rotate this up like so. It does actually stop like right there because of this piece, and we got this little butterfly thing going on right here with this armor piece covering up the joint so you can see the inside. But yeah, the inner frame is actually really solid, and then basically you just put the armor pieces on to build up the rest of the figure. Now we have a double jointed elbow. Very nice. So you get a good range of motion right there. Take a look at that again. Very nice, like that. And then we got a ball joint for the hand, and it's got a lot of interchangeable hands, so that's really good. And we have a little bit of an ab crunch right here. This is very minor. And then we have a little bit of rotation left and right. And then we have a waist piece right here, which you can rotate 360 degrees. Then we have this special function right here where you pull on the figure like that, and you can lean it forward like that. You can see the chest is going upward. It's like the torso, it's disconnected from the hips, and the figure is just like leaning forward. Then we can reverse that. It's also really nice. You get this side skirt, rear skirt piece right here. These are adjustable, so when you're doing some poses, you can move these so it doesn't get in the way. Very nice. Also, these skirt pieces are adjustable. And the reason they have skirts, because Samurai has skirts, and Gundams are originally designed based on kind of like a samurai. You can see still got the reminiscent of the samurai style helmet and the head ornament, kind of just a futuristic version. So take a look at that. So we have this very nice design, and you can see once you do that, you actually get some extra details from the back. I did some panel lining on this figure and putting on the decal, but I'll talk about that after I do the, after I'm done talking about the articulation. So, we got this very simple ball joint. Actually, it's not a ball joint. It's kind of like the shoulder joint. So you get like some pretty decent articulation with this type of joint. Very nice. And we got the double jointed knees, right? And you can see the armor, like the gaps in the armor. That actually makes it look really nice. So we got that for both legs, and the figure actually feels super solid. So that's really nice. And then we actually have toe articulation like that. And the feet is actually on the ball joint right there. But there's also actually an extra joint right here, so you can move the feet independently. That's really cool. All right, so that's pretty much it for the articulation. It's actually really incredible. Oh yeah, also it's got the bicep swivel, so it's pretty amazing for a 5-inch figure that you have to build piece by piece, and the pieces are actually really small. So that's really awesome. Got two of these grippy hands, and I have the beam saber attached to both hands. So these are called beam sabers. I wonder where they get the idea from. All right, so let's take a closer look at the beam saber. So the beam saber is in this hand. As you can see, you have to detach, and then it's attached via this peg to this hole, so you can hold it properly. And you can, just like in Star Wars, you can disable your beam or your lightsaber thing, whatever. Very nice. Isn't this a very nice translucent pink color? All right. And I just got two of these beam sabers. Also got these extra hilt. So basically what you do when the beam sabers are not in use, what you can do is attach it to this backpack in the back. So you lower the backpack and you take the beam sabers, and then you attach the beam sabers to these pegs, the hilt, the extra hilt for the beam saber to these pegs, and then you attach the backpack. Very nice. Now this is my first Gunpla review. I haven't played with Gunpla in over 20 years, so if you find some mistakes and if I have no idea what I'm talking about, please let me know. It's just like the Lego stuff. It's just when I'm unfamiliar with stuff, I'm just talking maybe some nonsense. All right, so let's attach this armor piece right here and take a look at the rest of the accessories. So like I say, these beam sabers, really nice. I have them attached to the hands, and you can detach these hands if you want to grab onto other accessories. So let's detach these beam sabers and put them away. Alright, this is going to be a long review, so bear with me. Alright, and then we got these hands right here. We got these closed fists. If you want to punch somebody, punch another robot, another mobile suit. And then we got these, very nice articulated hands, which are incredible. Alright, so let's talk about these hands. We have these finger articulation right here. Very nice. You can point at somebody right there. Finger articulations. You have the knuckle articulation too, so that's really incredible. You can make a fist like that. You can get two of them, left and right. So very nice. And then we got this open hand right here. Mainly just designed for action poses. Very cool. And then we got these weapon here, and it's called beam rifle. And do you know what it does? It fires a beam. It's really powerful. So that's pretty much it. It looks really cool. And then it's got these a handle right here, which you can have another hand hold onto it like that if you want to get better aim at the enemy. It's got some really nice stuff inside here. It's got this green translucent piece that simulates the scope, and we got this piece right here, which is actually detachable if you want to make a shorter beam carbine or something. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And let's go ahead and attach the beam rifle to the hand. Now it's got the beam rifle here. Looks really cool. Alright, now it's got a beam rifle. And next up we have his shield. which is actually really cool too. So there's a lot of sticker pieces here, and let's see how the shield attach. So we got this peg right here, and then we got this handle. So we need one of these hands. It's a grippy hands, like that. All right, let's attach the grippy hand right here, and okay, drop that. All right, let's first attach the shield to the forearm, like so. Then we're gonna attach the grippy hand right here, and then we're gonna fit the shield in here, and now he's got the shield. Very nice. Yeah, these perfect gray figures are just absolutely incredible. But I'm gonna talk about the cons in a bit. So look at that. Shield and rifle. Super awesome. All right, and then we got this katana right here, which is I actually custom painted this one. There's some panel lining on the scabbard, and it's got some very interesting stickers. So we got some kanji here, and then basically what happened is this thing came in. This is completely white, so I painted some metallic red right here, and added some gold accent. Also, I painted this piece right here. It's actually just completely gold. Added some metallic red to, make it look more uniform. And then we got this katana right here. This one's called the Gundam Astray. I don't know why this Gundam prefer to use a metal weapon instead of like a beam weapon. But I think it's probably because in the Gundam universe, those beam sabers actually use a lot of energy. Like they consume a lot of energy. So I guess you want to go the more traditional way and use like a weapon, a cutting weapon, to save energy. All right, so let's see how this thing works. So let's take one of the grippy hands and attach it to this katana. Very nice. All right, and let's go ahead and remove the shield right here. Let's put that away, and let's give him this hand. Also, I have this stand right here. This is a separate piece you have to purchase. It's actually very useful, but this set actually does come with this additional attachment piece, so you can attach the this figure to this stand. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and attach the figure to the stand. So this piece go in the front like that, and then you just all right, it's a little bit hard to see. So you see this little rail right here. Just take this, and then we attach it like that. Very nice. All right, let's put him some kind of an action pose. Maybe with the knees bent. Maybe going a little bit forward, like that. All right, so what you can do, you can actually attach the scabbard on the legs like so, one on each side. We have attachment, but we also have this piece right here, which you can use to attach the scabbard to his waist section, to one of his skirts. All right, so now we have him, the katana on the scabbard. And then we have the katana hand, like so. Look at that. That is super awesome. All right, now I'm gonna finally talk about my custom work on this figure. So I just did some minor, very small painted detail, like right here. This little circle right here, and then I also painted the feet a little bit. You can see some little gold detailing. I did all these lines. They're called like panel lining. To you know, since the model kit is usually all white, and you know, I want to give it some more extra detail. Also painted these sides right here. I think on the perfect grade, they came with this green translucent piece, and with I guess the real grade it doesn't have it, so I took some metallic paint and I paint that over there. I also added some minor gold accent, like little gold accent there to you know, break up all the you know, all the red. It's just too much red. And I actually painted the eyes because I didn't like to use stickers for those parts. And on the back here, I also painted these pieces right here instead of using the stickers. And I added some extra gold detail. So you can see this figure has a lot of decals. And that's actually the most difficult part of the set, is putting on these decals. They're really small. You can see like this one right here. Look at how small it is compared to my finger. Now to put that on, it's just gonna be really difficult. It's actually really, really tricky. So we got a whole bunch of decals right here, and this is just the legs. It took me like an hour just to do the legs, and then it took me another like an hour and a half to do the rest of the figure. So we got like a lot of decals over here. Very nice. Decals on the arms. Also do some panel lining right here to you know, to break up all the red color. And on the back here, we got some extra decals and also some you know, paint work. Okay, the leg came off. Don't let that you know, discourage you. It's actually really solid. I just didn't put that in properly. And I did some more detail here on the back. Some metallic paint on the back of the headpiece and the vents on right here. Pretty nice. And you can see decals everywhere. Inside the arms, decals on the side, and even decal right here for the cockpit area, which is actually removable. Like that, you can open it up. And you can supposedly put a figure in there, but I'm not gonna do that. I have the figure came in the runners, like the sprue kit. It's like this small, so I'm just gonna leave it in there forever. I really don't care for it. And we got more decals right here on the shoulder pads. Got some decal on the chest, decals on the head. Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. This is very well done for like a 5-inch figure. The amount of detail in it just pretty much like blows everything out of the water from what I've seen so far. And I have to say, I'm really impressed. Like, it's been 20 years since I built like a Gundam model kit, and this one is just really, really impressed me. All right, let me show you the decal sheet real quick. As you can see, this is like my biggest problem here. It's just like the stuff is really small, and you know, you don't have a lot of room for error. You know, some of these really small pieces, they give you extras just in case if you lose them. And but the other stuff, if you messed up, I mean, you really messed up. So be very careful. I would say skill wise for building something like this is probably on the scale of you know, from a 1 to 0, 1 from being very easy to a 10 you know, like incredibly difficult. This will have to be an 8.5. It's that yeah, you definitely need some skills and proper tools to properly build something like this. And I actually missed something, so I'm going to show you another feature right here, if I can get this handpiece off. Now for the beam rifle, there's a peg right here. You can see the back of the figure right here. There's like an attachment point. You can attach the beam rifle to the back of the figure like that. So that's really cool. And that's pretty much it. I'm very impressed with this figure. I believe I paid like $20 $24 for this figure upon Amazon with Amazon Prime free shipping. It's definitely a good deal. The total time to completion took me about 8 hours. And yeah, this is totally worth 23 bucks. So I also got some more of these Gunpla sets to review. All of them are real grade. Basically what real grade is something in between you know, a master grade and a perfect grade. But it's more leaning toward a perfect grade because it's basically a scaled down version of the perfect grade. And that's pretty much it. Come with this very nice manual, and shows you, you know, all the place where you place all the decal. Like looking at this thing just gives me a headache. But anyway, that's it for this review. I hope you guys enjoy it, and stay tuned for more Gunpla stuff. I probably only can do one a week because these stuff just take way too long to do. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching.